Hello, this is Thomas, K4SWL. If you're new here, I like to do real-time, real-life amateur radio field activation videos. And normally, I'm alone when I do my activation videos, but not this time. I have got Jonathan, KM4CFT here with me. And Jonathan's also a, I should say he's a local because his family live here in Western North Carolina, and he's here for the holidays. And he said, hey, let's meet up and do an activation. And of course, I'm always ready to do that. The cool thing about it is, just recently I've been posting videos with a little in-fed half-wave kit that Jonathan designed. And it's a brilliant one. And this is one I did, made it a linked in-fed half-wave that's 30 with a 40-meter extension. And I just love that thing. It's so great. Made it with some of Alan's unobtainium 26 gauge wire that he found at the Hamfest, Alan W2AEW. So it's like a whole like just community of friends got together to make this antenna, it seems like. Today though, Jonathan is going to do an activation. I'll probably end up doing an activation as well. So this may be like a double activation here. We're at Zebulon Vance, and we set up his in-fed half-wave, and this is one of his own kits here. I'll kind of show you. That's the end of it right there, and he has like a little break-off point here. And it's a 20-meter in-fed half-wave. So this actually is sloping from about like right here up to there. It's not super high. It's almost at probably a 40-degree angle or something, but it's going to work just fine. Trust me. And we've got it set up here with the TR45L. Now, Jonathan has never used the TR45L, and when I found out that we were going to meet up today, I threw a couple extra radios in the car. He wanted to see the KH1 because he has one on order, so I brought this out and he held it a little bit, and he said, I don't want to do an activation with this because I'm getting one of these soon. And I get that. I would be the same way. He has his KX2 here. I have, what else do I have in the car? I had the KH1. Oh, I've got the TX500 in the car, and I had the TR45L, and of course he wanted to go for the TR45L. So I'm going to give him a rundown of the radio here on camera so he can get an idea of what it's like setting it up and using it for the first time, and then you can as well. So basically, the TR45L is a very basic radio. There's not a lot of menus in it. And we were just discussing this now because Jonathan actually prefers keying with his dits on the right side and dashes on the left side of his key. And that's how he's learned to do it. He likes it that way. So most modern radios allow you to switch from normal to reverse, internal in the radio. The TR45L does not do that. It's a very basic radio. So what they would say to do, what John WA3RNC, who designed this radio, would say is, oh, just build a cable for this, build an adapter or something, and that would work fine. And that's true, because most of the time, if it's your own radio, you're not switching back and forth a whole lot. But I didn't have an adapter, so what he's doing is using his little TP3, this Bomatech TP3, and you just turn it upside down, and it works just fine that way. So that's going to work for him. Now, let's do a quick tour of the radio here, because you may need to grab something in the middle of it if it's... so we've got the TX power turned all the way down. We'll turn that up here so we don't forget as you're doing the activation. And this does have built-in keyer memories, but I think we probably won't use that for this. But that's where the record and play buttons are. And normally, like to play one, you would push this to the right to play, and then you would hit either one side or the other side of the paddle to engage that. The keyer speed set here with this analog control, it does show you on here what the speed is roughly, and I probably just moved what you wanted.
Yeah. I'll set it after.
And this is RF gain, which of course we can have it riding all the way up to this time. There's a little notch filter here. I have it out. I rarely ever use the notch filter, when I'm doing a normal activation. Because I kind of like to keep everything wide open where I can hear all the audio. This is the volume control. This volume control, or the AF gain control, also controls the side tone volume to a great extent. So if you ever have to listen to something that's super weak signal, you may need to ride that back down in order to send, or it's just going to be super loud. Over here, you've got your RIT control, which we won't be using today. You have an RX mode. So this makes the filter right now, it's probably on wide. You hit it down one time, then it's in narrow. And then if you want to go one step further, you can engage this audio filter.
Yeah, and what's the, when it's in narrow, what, is it 500 hertz?
It's probably about 500 hertz.
That's how I normally send, is with 500 hertz.
Okay, we could leave, we could do that too.
It's all a matter of if there's stations nearby or not.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And it seems a little on the busy side here on the band today. Of course, there's a speaker on and off button. Or switch. We won't be using that. Power on and off, and then you can switch VFOs here. And to change bands, you push this band select up, but you won't be using that as well because we're probably just going to stick to 20 meters, since the highest band this one does is 17 meters, and when we have a 20 meter in-fed half wave, the only two other viable bands would maybe be 15 and then 10. So that's what we'll be doing today, is a 20 meter activation. So feeling pretty comfortable with that? Okay, cool. Then we'll just
see if we can figure out how to make it so y'all can see my log while I'm doing it.
Let's see here. Okay. I'll probably put this up and down a little bit. I'm here to position. There we go. This works.
Way and then maybe switch this thing in a little bit.
The audio on this radio is so good, I don't think there's going to be an issue with hearing anything. I actually got some wireless mics for my new camera, but I haven't even taken them out of the box yet. I haven't had a chance to do it. So I'm going to log for Jonathan here on the side on hammers while he's doing his paper logs.
Let's see if there's anyone on KM4CFT. I've found that I prefer...
And right when you do that,
I try to tune to the 500 areas because people... I find that on when you're doing QRP, people like to step on you.
They do.
And one of my solutions is just pick a frequency where you're less likely to get stepped on, and usually people who step on you tend to want to stay on the...
That's right.
On it, but if
I should add here, readers and viewers, Jonathan has his own YouTube channel, and if I remember, I'll link to it here. If not, it'll be in the description below. And if I forget, remind me. But he has a great YouTube channel where he's also done some of his very first CW activations, and he's written field reports for QRP.com. Just an overall great guy. So he's got his speed up to, what did you say, about 17 words a minute or so?
If we got the... Let's set it to 17.
I thought I fixed the little rattle. There's a rattle here in the speaker area. It may rattle a little bit today, but I don't think that comes out in the camera too much. I actually pulled this apart after my last activation was in South Carolina with this radio and fixed it, but somehow something I did in there hasn't stayed. So it may, but the audio sounds fantastic on this radio. So
it sounds great. So that's a rare thing. The only other radio I know of that has a really good speaker on it is the 705, which is my favorite radio. Though I tend to not take it out as much because I'm afraid I'm going to break it.
Yeah, you wouldn't be the only person that's ever said that for sure. So we can see your log just fine here. So do you need spotting? You want me to do that, or?
Yeah, I have this pulled up, but
whatever you want to do. You can start calling, and I'll go ahead and spot.
If you want to go ahead and spot me,
I'll do that. Spot.
Should probably also point out that I just started doing 17 words per minute, so that's gonna might cause me mess up more than I used to.
You never have to apologize for your CW. Don't worry about it. Trust me. I'm impressed how far you've made it with your CW skills. It's just impressive. I'm gonna play with this while you're doing that. I've got to. This one part of the grill over here that I need to find that spot. So I'm going to open up this filter right now. Try it again now.
can't really pick him out.
I got KD2.
Okay, now we're hearing someone else.
Oh, that's probably somebody off the side. Try it again now. Ooh, they really faded out that time.
Okay, I might call CQ one more time.
Do KD question mark.
Yeah, it just faded out.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm on top of someone.
I don't hear anybody else. Just call CQ. I just call CQ again.
Yeah.
Well, they just gone out of. I gotta figure out where that buzz is.
It looked oddly familiar, oddly similar to another call sign
Yeah.
we were just discussing.
I hope I'm not distracting you too much doing this.
Hello?
That was good copy, by the way.
He asked them call or something?
You know, I wasn't listening. Sorry, I was paying attention to... Sorry.
I'll call. I'll send my...
Sorry about this buzzing. I want to pull it apart and fix it now, but I can't do that.
Something tells me that something might help is some Loctite might help you.
Yeah. It just developed like a few months ago. I thought I'd fixed it. Still asking for your call, but yeah.
Back.
Yeah, they probably just. I'd give it a go another time. I'm sure that it's just fading and.
Yeah.
Not hearing a thing. Nothing.
Sometimes
oh well, you may have to move on.
That's just the.
That's the
That's how the That's how the cookie crumbles.
Yep. You're doing really well. You got 8 already. Nice to get South Dakota. still rattling even at those lower volumes. Sorry, I'm moving this around.
That's nice.
It's a really strange sound, isn't it?
Yeah. I guess that's our 10.
Yeah, you got 11 here.
Yep.
You can do whatever you want to do. You can keep going or whatever.
I'm gonna let you swap over if you want.
Okay, I tell you what. I'm gonna turn the camera off here for just a second. Yeah. I'm gonna switch out radios because I just want to fix that speaker grill that's rattling. I'll show you here what's happening. We'll turn this off. What it is.
I got a picture of it, so
yeah,
I always do that too.
I tightened up these screws. Now inside, I tried to tighten down things, and this developed. You know, it can be.
It's loose or something.
Yeah, there's something in between here, and I need to just pad this or do something. It only developed this about 3 or 4 months ago. Yeah. I had like a little rattle in it after I got it because these are all kit radios, and I fixed it. And it's just the speaker this is a good speaker, so it like vibrates a lot, and I just need to figure out where that is. But I'll be able to sort that out. Just for this, I think I'll move over to a different radio. So I'm going to pause it here for just a second, take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. And I switched out radios mainly because I've got to work on that speaker grill vibrating and the TR45L, and I will be able to totally solve that. I just need to spend a little more time with it. I thought I'd fixed it, but when you crank up that volume, it is still vibrating the grill or something around it there that I need to kind of sort out. So I moved over to the TX500 because I had this in the car as well, and I didn't want to steal Jonathan's KX2 because if I did, I'd just stick it in the car and take it with me. So we'll get back on to 20 meters here, and I think this is a clear spot. I just moved it. Jonathan's here off to the side doing my hammers logging, which will really free me up, which I'm really happy about. You know, I haven't spotted myself at all.
You want me to?
Yeah, if you want to. Go ahead.
What do you call CQ? I'll do that. Spotted.
Thank you. stronger than I thought you were. What a luxury not having to log in 2 places at the same.
Yeah. Normally I just log with my, just do it in Hammers directly. And you can see how my handwriting has kind of dropped. It used to be much neater.
Mine gets messy. No, I heard, let's see. I thought I heard a 4 in there. No, okay. No. Okay, let me see. Oh, there we go, yep.
Speaking of... There's Evan.
Good to get you in here, Evan. He's a solid guy.
He also has a good YouTube channel too.
Yes, he does. That was in New York there too, I think. Okay, wait. So easy to hear because he's a little off frequency.
Yeah. I think me and him have chatted about that.
Oh, Colorado. He said in Colorado. You worked him as well, 9 and 9 UH.
Yep.
I didn't hear what he said. Yeah.
Indiana?
Yeah. For some reason, my mind went off of him,
Yeah.
and then I thought I heard him say a word, and I was like, oh, did I miss something? Okay. Is that right? There we go. Yeah.
I believe I worked him yesterday.
Can't key today for some reason. I have this thing with VE calls where I want to send a V instead of a U if they have a U in their call.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Great to work him. Is he in Washington? Or traveling?
I've seen this call multiple times.
Yep. He's got a great, he always has a great signal down here.
So he's not the most common station I end up working is call KJ7DT. Works
Yep.
every single time.
I think it's CF. Okay, I think I did. Okay, I think I heard 2SC. Okay, maybe. Okay. This frequency is a little off too, which makes it easy to hear. It's just so nice when people do that.
Yeah.
I know sometimes people just don't think about it when they're hunting.
Yeah. Avoid zero beating if you can, hunters.
Oh, there we go. Okay, 9 p.m. I haven't worked him in a while, I think. Okay. Okay, wait. I'm just kidding completely. Is that E3?
E3 G or G.
That's what. Okay. I was thinking there was a G after that. I think I sent that to him, but I thought I heard an F in there, which kind of threw me off. Uh-oh. He's not bringing this. Okay, good. I thought I heard a Q.
EQF?
Yeah, EQF. Sorry, my handwriting gets a little sloppy.
I think I heard 210 in there. In that pile up.
You did? I didn't hear that. Okay, we'll try that. I did hear an N. I thought a 5, so we'll see.
Yeah,
I'll give him a throw out. It's funny how that works, isn't it?
N5FY, right?
Yep. I'll go for him. Boy, he's fast.
Explain why I heard him.
He's in Indiana.
He is?
Okay, did I hear a W0? Or is that a 9? Oh, okay, I did hear it right. Thanks for hearing him in there in that pile up.
Yeah.
I heard an N5, but I didn't hear the FY part, so...
Yeah, I try to look away because then I'm getting some free practice out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when I was looking away, I realized I typed in Joshua's call sign. So I thought that was the one you picked out.
That's so funny, yeah, because we hear...
Yeah, because I think you asked mark, and I heard an N call sign.
Okay, did I hear a 1G? Godly, there's so many people out here, isn't there?
Yeah. Well, if you are a celebrity YouTuber, so...
No.
Or a celebrity
you're funny.
Operator.
Oh, I did have him. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm trying a wild card here. Nope. These are all wild cards, by the way. I didn't hear any of these. Oh, I haven't worked him in a while. I was trying to see if W2AEW was out there in that pile up, but
I don't know if he uses ham alert or anything. That's how I find out when you're operating with ham alert.
Ham alert's pretty effective. Okay, did I hear an OE? Maybe. We'll see. I'm going to ignore everything else. Oh, okay. Well, okay.
That's also South Dakota.
Yep. Always good to get in the logs. I'll just go ahead and go for... I'll actually have to quit here in a little bit because I've got to head back to go by the post office before they close.
Yeah. Yeah, 20 QSOs already, so...
We'll do 22. How's that?
Sounds good to me.
Let's see. Oh, that's right, of course. N5 PJ. Okay, wait, here we go. I'll go for the... Shoo! this will be my last one. I hate doing this, but I have to.
That's how it goes sometimes.
I'll wait for all these guys to stop. Sorry if I've missed somebody out there, but this is the story of my life. I've got to get there to the post office before they close.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, had to turn it off.
I do the I do a stroke before I do it.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's probably good. I don't know. I love doing this. I hate it. It's just common now. When I first started POTA, the idea of having to cut off a pileup was just not heard of, because we didn't have nearly as many hunters, and so usually you would go out to a park like this, and your goal was just to get 10. And because you could really struggle to get it, especially when we would have bad solar days and stuff like that, there weren't as many hunters. It was just tough. And now it's just, it's the land of plenty. It doesn't really matter what the propagation's like. You're probably going to get it.
Yeah. The only times I struggle is if I'm in an area that just isn't good for radio operation at all.
Yep.
So. There's a park right next to my workplace.
Mm-hmm.
Not Chatfield State Park. That one's also near my workplace. But there's a trail called Larchin Canyon that follows right next to my workplace, and then you go 3 miles in, and you're in the Pike National Forest.
Oh.
Unfortunately, you're in a canyon, so in that road, basically used to be an old railroad track, and I struggled to get it.
Really?
The first time I did that, I was lucky I even got 10, and it took me an hour to do it.
Yeah.
Forever.
There have been times, especially in 2020, early 2021, where, what would really kind of sting a bit is when you go really long distance to go to a park, like 2.5 hour drive, or you're out someplace special, you're traveling or something, you're like, oh, I can finally, get this park, I'm close to it. And you go out there and you just couldn't get anybody on the air hardly at all, or especially in the early days, there could be issues with the reverse beacon network connectivity, like that link between POTA and the reverse beacon network wouldn't work properly, and so now it's just so much more reliable. But they were still ironing out things, I think, in those early days, and so you may go out there and you wouldn't get spotted easily. And I always had my buddies Mike and Eric, WD8RIF and K8RAT, we would look out for each other when we go to parks, and mainly so that we could make sure that we could get our 10 when we go out. So I'm going to end this video here. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Jonathan, for coming out. I'm glad that you came out to my side of town to do this, because that's not always, they worked out really well for me. I was in Weaverville anyway today, so it worked out. I was a little nervous. You see that tractor there? So normally there is there's actually an electric fence that runs around here. It's not on. He doesn't actually have it on. I think it's just mainly to demarc between here. Maybe it's not even, it's just like an old electric fence that's not hooked up, because you would hear the popping otherwise. And I've noticed that he's got portions of it down today because he's running the tractor through there, and I was imagining him coming through here through the antenna field to get into his field, but he didn't need to do that. But yeah, oh man, this is a beautiful day. I don't know if you saw the clouds yesterday. They were like bright pinks and peach colors and blue.
Last night there was a beautiful red sky.
It was gorgeous, and my wife and I were driving home, and we were just like awestruck. It was so beautiful. I told her it was the southern version of the Northern Lights. So I think this will be a nice evening. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you, Jonathan, for coming out. Check out Jonathan's YouTube channel. Like I said, he was brave enough in his very, very early days to really do CW videos as he was learning on the air, which was really impressive. And does a great job. He makes a great antenna kit that's pretty easy to build. I'm about to order a couple more of these because I want to build a couple and have more of these LinkedIn fed half waves available. But these just work so well. You can't beat a 20-meter in-fed half wave. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care. Thank you so much to my Patreon and Coffee Fund supporters. I really appreciate it. I hope you have yourself a great week. And above all, take care of one another out there and be kind to one another. Until next time, take care and 7-2s.
7-2.